So this principle is a question, and the question is, why do we train? I used to say this all the time when I had a school I was operating, and I would always ask guys, why do we train? Well, we train to get in shape. We train to learn skills, all these different. Yeah, they're all true, but the fundamental reason, the primary reason that we train is we have to train for what doesn't come naturally to us. The things that come naturally, we don't need to train. You have to train for what doesn't come naturally. And as it turns out, in jiu-jitsu and in sambo and the grappling arts, just about everything that you do naturally turns out to be wrong. In a previous one, I talked about training your back. That comes naturally to you. Some guy's trying to punch you or kick you or choke you. You're going to turn away from that threat. That comes naturally, and it turns out it's wrong. You have an instinct to breathe in. Breathing in comes naturally. Breathing out takes practice. Exhaling, just like letting go of something, takes practice. You have to work at it. It isn't something that comes naturally. So why do we train? You train for what doesn't come naturally to you. You don't need to train things that come naturally. So whether it's music or art or business or woodworking or anything else, you need to train it so that you become proficient at the very thing that didn't come naturally to you. In fact, very, very often the things that come most naturally to us and make the most sense to us in the moment turn out to be our demise. It turns out to be the exact opposite. The reason I always enjoyed training in the martial arts is because you had a physical manifestation. You could see it. You could actually observe it. Well, I think it is natural. I think I want to turn away and you're choked. Or I'm going to, a lot of times when guys fight in stand-up, they throw these big looping punches and they turn their head down. They look away and they can't see what's coming and they get hit. When you turn away, when you're not willing to go through the training, when you're not willing to work on the things that don't come naturally to you, your progress is completely halted. It's never going to come back. You're not going to make progress. So find the things that you're stuck in. Find the things that aren't coming naturally to you and commit to training to those things. I always used to think really talented people, I thought the manifestation or the expression of their talent was what their talent was. No, that's not what their talent was. Their talent was being able or willing to commit to training. They would always commit. Now, a friend of mine who I've talked about, Richard Bastillo, he would always say to me, the will to train is more important than the will to win. The will to train to win is more important than the will to win. What does that mean? Everybody wants to win. You get under the lights on the football field, you want to win the game. You get in the ring, you want to win. But did you have the desire to train it? The will to train it? When no one's around, when it's boring, when you're not getting accolades, no one's patting you on the back, that's what's important. So whatever it is in your life that you're struggling with, remember, there is no miracle out there. It's a dedication over time. It's exposure and repetition. Keep training, keep training, keep training, and you will amaze yourself at how far you can go in a fairly short period of time. But training is really the only answer.